if you want to success any project, the community and the stakeholder involvement is very important to keep it sustained and successful.
Hi everyone. Today we have with us Mr. Prashant Deshpande, Senior Manager, India Operation at Planet Water India Foundation. Mr. Prashant always had a zeal to work in the social development sector, which made him pursue a master's degree in social work in 2008. Thereafter, he has involved for 7 years working with different social organizations to bring about sustainable development in various strata of society. During this period, he was also recognized with the Pearl Award for innovative work in tuberculosis by Population Services International. Thank you for joining us
Thank you
today,
very
Mr.
much for the
Deshpande, and I look
opportunity to
forward
be
to our
here.
conversation.
Thank you.
All right. So to start with, I would like to ask that how does the foundation bring in local communities as important stakeholders in the process of planning and implementing programs such as AquaTower?
Yeah. So see, basically, whenever we talk about the community is the very important part for the any project success, right? The If you want to success any project, the community and the stakeholder involvement is very important to keep it sustained and successful. Planet Water always work with the schools community as they play important role in our project. Also, we involve local government in our project as they support to the site identification based on need. Also, take the ownership by the providing funding resource for the site preparation, and we call them to the participate in handover ceremony. The recipient schools are also involved with the local government to provide fund for the site preparation, carry out site preparation work and the aqua tower operation and maintenance. There is no cost involved for this, okay, for the sustainable things from the school side. So they need to know it's very simple to operate and maintain. So we also involve the nearby community as they also play the important role to the sustain this project by supporting ongoing support when need and establish water community also. So this will be go for the long time. It make the sustain as community, school, as well as the government take the participation for this project. That's why our project is are very successful.
Right. You have correctly said that community and its participation is the real reason behind all the successful programs that we have. And it is crucial to involve them in this process of planning as well as execution. So, to move forward, now I would like to ask that when it comes to hygiene education, the foundation focuses on children and caregivers. So, what are some of the key challenges in imparting hygiene education, and how has Planet Water India Foundation worked on tackling them?
Okay, what we learn in childhood, right? So whenever we learn anything in the childhood, we not forgot easily, correct?
Yeah.
What we learn in childhood time. So therefore, we are focused on the primary schools. So in school-based education, the challenge in the incorporate our modules in the school as it should not disturb their regular classes as well as children can accept and understand easily. So we have made these modules activity based where children can learn through the small and funny activities with the loud and clear message of self-hygiene. Planet Water has a partner with the Sesame workshop to create the content in the support of our water health and hygiene education program with the help of famous character like Elmo who demonstrate the hygiene practices with the story as children's love to the watch cartoons, right? So in community, the big challenge is the behavior change towards the hygiene practices, right? So we have the design activities for the caregivers also where they participate, enjoy, understand the how to importance of the health practices for the change in their habits. We provide no some provide the home hygiene kits for the regular use so they can use that on daily basis. They understand the importance also for the Community also we have giving the activity based learning, so they can know understand easily, and it can be catch easily. So it on all the our activity, our hygiene education is activity based for the easily understanding.
Yeah. Um, Activity-based learning makes the students more engaged in the learning process, and it also retains their interest. So that's a wonderful move in the right direction. And also, as you have talked about, that it's very significant to inculcate these norms and habits during the primary education itself, because this is the period where the students can be molded in the right direction, and they are capable to remember, retain most of the information.
Yes, and children can also know easily accept all these things
Right.
when they have know that it's a fun learning, so they can easily understand and they participate easily for the activity based learning. If we giving it the theoretically, they feel bored sometimes. So that's why when we made this a program, we think about the childrens, because we are focusing on children, so we need to think as per their thinking. So what they love or what they like. So accordingly, we have made this hygiene education for them.
Yes, definitely. Making learning fun is the best way to gain students' interest, and it also allows them to improve their learning outcomes.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, moving forward, now I would like to ask that how does post-project sustainability improve the long-term impact of a project, and how has Planet Water India Foundation managed to achieve this?
Yeah, there are many projects in India for the drinking water, as you know, with the different approaches. The Planet Water approach is the sustainable model, as our actual work start after the deployment. It's not like just deploy and forgot, not like that. So Planet Water actual work start after the deployment of the product. After deployment, we provide 4 year sustainability visit, where our employee visit each project once in a 4 month. Next 4 year to check the AquaTower is working in a well condition and provide drinking water. If there is any issue, we take care without any fees or charges from the school side. Okay, it's not about only AquaTower, but also we check that schools is using AquaTower properly, maintaining in proper manner, as well as we take follow up on the education modules and the check if the children are washing their hands properly and understanding the importance of the self hygiene. As you know, to the change habits towards the healthy practices take time, right? And we work on that in our every visit. Our sustainability help schools and community to understand importance of the clean water and hygiene practices, and the provide healthy water and the freedom from the waterborne illness for the long time. That's why we are providing the sustainability with the project. So it should be go for the long time. It can be give a big impact for the society, for the community, for the children, and provide the healthy and safe life for them.
It's really good to hear how you are embedding sustainability across all your projects, because it is very critical that we ensure that element while designing any of our programs. So thank you for sharing that with us. And now, to move a little further, I would also like to ask that with the involvement of the corporate sector in social programs, such as the ones that the organization initiates, what possibilities do you think to open up in terms of financial access, the availability of resources, among the others?
Yeah, definitely. See, basically, Planet Water, when the Planet Water work with the corporates, because corporate is the our main partner, so we need to think for them also. So, see, we develop this model to when we develop this model, we think for the corporate also, where we call their volunteers to join our project. They come, the 10 volunteers from the company, they come there and they they assemble all the project, they deploy all the project, not the Planet Water. So employee can know about what their company is doing for the community, so they for where the employee is coming from. Okay, so the company also have a CSR, as you know that it's a compulsory, so they can send their volunteers in a ground level, they can know about the need of the community, they can no, basically Planet Water when designed the project, they have thought the so like in other project, the company just giving the funding and they just getting the they just see the impact on last. Okay, but in Planet Water, we call the volunteer on a project day. They assemble all the AquaTower. They do they deploy that project and they feel what they are giving. Corporate is the very important and the most important part for the Planet Water, because all the fundings come through the corporation. So for us, the corporate sector has a huge impact on our ability to make an impact in bringing clean water access to the communities in need. We work with all the kinds of corporations. Okay, for example, like a large industrial like a Xylem, clothing manufacturing like a Columbia Sportswear, and many more, like a L&T Hydrocarbon. When we deploy actual project, that day we call the 10 volunteers from the donor company. So the because the company and the company employee should be feel what the company is doing for the society. So if the company employee will know about what is the company is doing for the society, that will be very important for them. Also, we are providing the branding for the company on our Aqua Tower. So that is the very important part. Also, we are giving the social media impact, like we take the photographs, videographs, and social media posting for the project. So it definitely give the importance to our donors, and also the whole world should know what the company is doing for the society. That is the very important for in giving back to the in financial. So that always we think for the donor company.
Totally. Nowadays, it's not more about spending the money. It is more about the value proposition or the value component. Like how much money is being spent on what? What was the purpose behind spending that money, and what change it envisages to bring in the community?
Yeah, like when we deploy the projects, our projects almost providing up to clean water up to 1800 people at a time. So that is the big success of our project, and it is good because it's a a sustainable project. So that's why it's going for the long time, and definitely the purpose of the corporate, the donation for what they are going to give, that is the fulfilled through this project. That is very important, because
Definitely.
every donor is giving the funding for some objective, and that objective should be fulfilled. That is very important for the Planet Water. So we always worry about that the project always should be working condition for the last 4 years. After 4 years also it's working, but at least 4 years we take care for that project, so it should fulfill of the objective of the that CSR.
Yeah, the entire narrative has now changed, and the CSR landscape has also evolved as well. So yes, right. Thank you for sharing that. Now, I would like to ask the last question for today. When measuring the impact of CSR initiatives and projects, what approach does the foundation take to understand and depict sustainable growth?
Okay, so when we design this project, when our CEO design this project, it's very important that it should be sustainable and provide benefit to the beneficiary for the long time. Also, objective should be aligned with the sustainable goals set by the UN for the development, right? So health is the important factor of the overall development, because without health we cannot develop ourselves. So the health is a very important factor for the development. As you know that without good health community cannot progress. The 90% illness come through the water, right? Till date 100 million people do not have access of clean water in India. Okay, so and like 100 million people do not have access of clean water, safe water in India. 550 million people lack access to the improved sustained sanitation, and 500 children die as a result of waterborne illness. That is the big issue in India right now. So that's why we to overcome this issue, to provide healthy and clean water for the community, it is very important. So basically we have designed this project to overcome this issue and provide a healthy life for the community.
Yeah, it is not just about providing solutions to the community members, but also about bringing a change in their behavior so that it can sustain for a long period of time. And with that, I would like to bring our interview to a close. Thank you for joining us today and sharing your thoughts and experiences with us. I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much.